Good morning. Now we are going to check how to solve or how to formulate a linear programming problem. For that purpose, this is the first example that I am going to show you. The problem statements are as follows. Consider a chocolate manufacturing company that produces only two type of chocolate, A and B. Both the chocolates require milk and choco only. Okay, means that to produce A and B, the ingredients or the resources required are milk and choco. To manufacture each unit of A and B, the following quantities are required. The quantities are as: each unit of A requires 1 unit of milk and 3 unit of choco. Each unit of B requires 1 unit of milk and 2 units of choco. Okay. The company kitchen has a total 5 units of milk and 12 units of choco. On each sale, the company makes a profit of rupees 6 unit A sold and rupees 5 unit B sold. Now the company wishes to maximize its profit. You need to formulate this particular problem and need to find out how many units of A and B should it produce respectively. So what is the problem says that the chocolate manufacturing company produces two numbers of chocolate, chocolate A and chocolate B. Okay, it requires two numbers of resources. It requires two numbers of resources. One is milk, and another one is choco. Okay, another one is choco. It says that each unit of A, to produce each unit of A requires 1 unit of milk and 3 units of choco. So to produce 1 unit of A is required 1 unit of milk and 3 units of choco. Okay. Similarly, it says that each unit of B requires 1 unit of milk and 2 units of choco. 1 unit of milk and 2 units of choco. So to produce B, 1 unit of milk and 2 unit of chocos are required. Okay. Company kitchen has total 5 units of milk and 12 units of choco. So company has a 5 units of milk is there and 12 units of chocos are present. Okay. After sale, the company makes a profit of rupees 6 per unit A sold and rupees 5 per unit B sold. So after selling product A, it gives a profit of rupees 6 and the B gives a profit of rupees 5. This is per unit basis. So what is the problem actually says that company produces two chocolates A and B. To produce 1 unit of A, 1 unit of milk and 3 units of chocos are required and it gives a profit of rupees 6. Similarly for chocolate B, to produce chocolate B is required 1 unit of milk and 2 units of choco gives a profit of rupees 5. Company kitchen has following 5 units of milk is there and 12 units of chocos are there. Now we need to formulate this particular problem. To do so, first of all we need to consider that how many number of product A and product B we are going to produce. So let X is the number of units of A is to be produced and consider Y is the number of unit of B produced. Okay. Now chocolate A, per unit of chocolate A sold makes a profit of rupees 6. Now if we going to consider that total X number of unit A is produced, then total profit will be 6x. 6 multiplied as number of unit A produced. Similarly, to produce 1 unit of B gives a profit of rupees 5. So here we assume that total number of B produces Y, so total profit will be 5Y. So that's mean our profit will be 6x plus 5y. This is our profit, and this is nothing but we can represent this is our profit, that is the Z. Z is equal to 6x plus 5y. Now company wishes to maximize its profits, means the company wants to maximize this particular Z. So that's mean this we can write, this is nothing but max Z is equal to 6x plus 5y. Okay. Now how we are going to maximize this particular Z? If we increase the value of x or if we increase the value of y, then Z will be increases. But how much x we are going to produce, how much y we are going to produce, we can't produce as many as possible. We can't produce so many at a time because there is some restrictions are there. What is this restriction? Restrictions are these two resources, because available resources are limited. Okay, so based on the available resources, we need to maximize this particular Z. Now check what is the amount of milk. What is the amount of milk? Now here we see that to produce 1 unit of A, 1 unit of milk is required. 1 unit of milk is required, and to produce B, 1 unit of B is required 1 unit of milk. Here we assume total number of units A produce X, total number of units B is produce Y. So total milk is required for X number of A, total milk is required 1 into X, and for B total it will be 1 into Y. So total milk is required to produce X unit of A and Y unit of B. This is nothing but X plus Y. Now this X plus Y should not exceed this 5 because our available milk resource is only 5. So that means the total requirement of milk X plus Y should not exceed 5. So you can write this is X plus Y less than equal to 5. Similarly, for in case of choco, 1 unit of A requires 3 units of choco. So X unit of A requires 3x unit of choco. Similarly, to produce 1 unit of B, 2 units of chocos are there. So for to produce Y unit of B, is chocos requirement is 2y. So total chocos requirement is 3x plus 2y. This 3x plus 2y, this is the total requirement of choco. It should not exceed the availability. The available chocos is 12. So that means this 3x plus less than equal to 12. That means this is the company's objective. Company's objective is to maximize this Z. Maximize Z. But they also company unable to increase this profit as because there is some restrictions. The restrictions are these because there is the availability of the resource. Okay. Now again the company never going to produce a negative amount of X or negative amount of Y. So that means whatever the X are produced or whatever the Y are produced, that always must be greater than equal to 0. Company never able to produce negative amount of this. Okay, this is the linear programming formulation of the particular problem. Here we see that this particular X and Y, these are the variable quantities. These are the variable quantities, and this max Z is the objective of the chocolate manufacturing company. So this is the maximize Z is the major objective. This Z is a function of X and Y only. Okay, here this X and Y will be termed as decision variable. Decision variable. Decision variable. And this Z, max Z is equal to 6x plus Y. It will be termed as objective function. Objective functions. Okay. Now this maximize Z is restricted by this particular two constant. This is known as constraints. This is known as constraint, means it's constant, the constant this particular objective function, and this x and y never ever going to be negative, so this will be term as non-negativity restriction. Non-negativity restrictions. Non-negativity restriction. So in linear programming formulation, decision variable, objective function, constraints and non-negativity restriction, this is the four terminology that are used. Okay, the decision variables are the variables that we need to calculate. Objective function, this is the objective function which you need to be either maximized or minimized. In this case, this will be max z, and these are the constant which restrict this objective function. Or we can write like this: maximum z is nothing but subjected to max z is equal to 6x plus 5y, which is subjected to x plus y less than equal to 5, 3x plus 2y less than equal to 12, and x and y greater than equal to 0. This is the linear programming formulation of this particular problem. This is the way we can represent any kind of real life problem into a set of linear equations. After that, we are going to solve the problem. Here the problem says that we need to find out how many units of A and B should it produce respectively. Okay, the solution of this particular problem I will say later. I will upload the video later on. Right now I am going to show only the how to formulate this particular problem. This is the way linear programming formulation can be done. Okay, to solve this LPP, there are four steps are there. The first steps, the steps are there. The four steps are there. The first step is to find out the decision variables. Find out the decisions variables means what are the variables we need to find out first. Okay, then we need to find out the objective functions. Third one is what are the constraints or the restrictions. What are the restrictions they present there that you need to define. And fourth one, you need to define the non-negativity restrictions. These are the four steps in to solve the linear programming problem. So again I am saying that this is the particular whole problem, and summarize here that to produce 1 unit of A required 1 unit of milk, 3 units of choco gives a profit of rupees 6. To produce 1 unit of B, milk requirement is 1 unit, choco's requirement is 2 units and gives a profit of rupees 5. Available milk in the kitchen is unit 5, available chocos is unit 12, and the formulation will be like this. This way we can solve any kind of, we can formulate linear programming problems. Thank you.